What's good, Cubs? Welcome and welcome back again. It is time to step into the lion's den. Today I'm going to be doing a reading on Doja Cat. I'm going to be doing a reading on Doja Cat. I just want to ask a few questions. I'm going to do, I think we've done a personality reading on her before, but I'm going to do another one again because she's been through a lot and I'm pretty sure she's grown. So let's see, if there's anything different from the last time, even though I don't even remember what I got for her the last time. But let's go ahead and get into this Doja Cat reading. If you're new here, we always start off a reading with, on an individual person, with my Caroline Mays archetype cards. So we're going to be doing a personality reading on Doja. Cards will come up either upright or reversed. If you do not like to hear negative things, potentially negative things about your idol or celebrity, please fast forward through this part of the reading. I will be reading it how it comes out or how I'm felt to read it. Everything is alleged for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is fact unless it is proven. Okay, so let's get started. Doja, Miss Doja Cat. I shouldn't know her actual name, but girly, what is your personality traits? What are your personality traits? That. Doja. So only 4 seem to come out or jump out. There's not much really else coming out, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at these 4. So we start off with Prince. It says romantic charm and potential for power. So she does have a ability to charm people, and even with this potential of power, regardless of what Doja does, she has a charm that's going to allow her to continue to stay and flourish. She has a special thing that draws people in or attracts people to her music, and that's her charm. We have Avenger. It says desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. She's pretty upset about what has happened to her with, I guess, the video calls and, the accusations of her being anti-black or self-hating, which I really don't really know where she stands on that anyway, to be honest. I have seen her one time talk about like her not allowing race. This was way before this thing blowed up, and I seen a video of her talking about not allowing racism and not to be weird in her things and not to come in there calling people all kind of N-words and stuff. So I have seen her defend blackness once before. But that's the only moment that I know of. But yeah, it seems like she does have and I'm seeing anger, like even in Avenger, I'm just seeing anger. And yeah, she does want a sort of revenge on what has revenge on the person who outed her stuff or put her out there like that. But we have Vampire. It says, make you aware someone or something is draining your life force. Okay, so she is looking for that person, but that person has made themselves available, or I think so, like visible. I think they are the ones who, I think they actually outed themselves recently. I think I retweeted it too. But yeah, I do think she does want some sort of revenge on that person, or like to be avenged, or like wanting something to come back and sort of like, I guess, clear her name. We have Lover. It says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. So it does just seem like, I don't know, like if she's easy, like if she easily likes or loves people, but she could be somewhere on the easier side to, like, heart on your sleeve kind of type of person, more so than she would probably come off as. So there's that. But this was a small or a mini personality reading. You can still get this on my community section in my price list. So check that for readings and email me at thelinesandtarot@yahoo.com to let me know which reading you would like to purchase. So let's move on. I want to know, how does Doja actually feel about black people? She's wondering if black people have anything better to do than to continue to criticize her for what happened. Yeah, she's wondering if they have anything better to do with their life. She also thinks that the black community is a bit delusional, or at least the ones that are attacking her, deception. Yeah, she's like, y'all fell for that. Like, y'all really sat there and fell for that. Like, y'all, she feels like y'all really threw me under the bus because you thought that's what it was. Like, and y'all, some of y'all still think that way. She thinks and she's upset that she was isolated. Yeah, she's upset that she's isolated by the black community, that the black community turned on her very quickly. But she's like, but that's okay because she still has her recognition and her stability. So she does have resentment towards the black community. Again, I don't actually know where she stands on colorism and anti-blackness or self-love or self-hate. I really generally do not know where she actually stands on it. But I do know right here, actually this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Right here, she's very upset with the black community. She felt like she was very easily thrown under the bus, very easily abandoned, very easily betrayed. She felt like I feel like Doja could do more problematic stuff out of spite. Especially with this Avenger card here. Like, I feel like she could end up doing more problematic stuff out of spite and still sealing her nail in her coffin. Because, like, almost like, imagine, like, if that's not where, if anti-blackness was not really where she stood before, or self-hate where she was actually where she stood before, with the way she feels like she was treated, she may be very much like, very anti-black afterwards. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, almost like be openly anti-black afterwards, because her feeling like she was kicked to the curb and, don't nobody support her but, white people, or nobody supports her but, a certain type of people. And so she could actually end up like reversing any damage that, not in a good way, or re-inflicting damage on herself and her career by kind of basically being anti-black after the accusations of being anti-black when she allegedly possibly wasn't. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say, but she just needs to be careful to not let that that feeling of anger basically and resentment take over her. Like, she just needs to be careful to not do that. But yeah, she's pretty upset at the way she was treated. And she really wished, she's kind of like, yeah, I really need y'all to get over it. That's how she feels like. I really need y'all to get over it. But once she started getting her money and she realized her career wasn't affected, it was like she was like moving on. Still, but she didn't forget. That's an oracle reading, by the way. You can find that also on my channel under oracle readings or oracle energy readings. Just because I call it oracle or oracle energy readings, just because basically it's kind of telling me the energy behind a certain thing, like a certain topic. So you can see it there. I'm still continuing with an oracle reading. I'm just using a different deck. Yeah, so Doja is definitely a clown in her own right. She she is like, and I mean this in the way of like literally a jokester, a pranker. Even with Outsider, we have a misfit, loner, and wanderer. So she definitely feels like she's taking things on her own. She makes a lot of jokes, causes a lot of trouble, and this could be for herself as well. We also have stalked, invaded, watched. So this could also be from about her feelings towards the person that has basically watched her on Tiny Chat, and I guess even though Tiny Chat is like a public chat, invaded her privacy and put that mess out there in the public. Daring, adventure, and excitement is what we have. So I do still think whatever it is, whatever the hell that girl was doing on that Tiny Chat is definitely like a kink or whatever that she has going on, like her personal weird stuff that she likes doing. That's her thing. I think that is actually true, that, you know, in a sense, like, even though we know that dude put her stuff out there because he was upset he didn't get any, he was, you know, whatever it was, I do think that image that she plays is real. It's like both a joke and also possibly a kink of hers. Like, I don't know, it's weird. We also have transgression. It's like flaws, contradictions, and mistakes. So I do think that there is truth to her anti-blackness. I do think that there is actual truth to it. It's weird. Oh, you know what's funny? I was looking at the flags and I was like, is that the Confederate flag back there? I thought it was a Confederate flag. So there is actually some truth to her anti-blackness. I don't know if it's something that she's trying to erase or get rid of. Because it's definitely like, it's where it says flaws, contradictions, and mistakes. It's definitely something like almost like she's aware she has some very toxic anti-black habits that she's, I'm gonna say, trying to remove. Sorry, I'm gonna say trying to remove or trying to get rid of, or almost like you could say an image change, and then, you know, sort of things backfired. We have these contradictions. She definitely has, okay, it's like she's not for racism, but yet has very toxic anti-black habits. It's very weird, because I keep focusing on this contradictions part. So there are definite parts to her where it's just like, why would you say that? Why would you do that? Why would you allow that? Why would you allow someone to call you that? And also at the same time, it's just like, I guess when she's not in that mood, when she's not doing her, you know, cyber sex thing or whatever the hell she's into, it's like, no, you can't call me that. Like, if I'm not in a jokey mood, or if I'm not in a I'm trying to be turned on kind of mood, she's like, you can't say that to me, you can't do this, you can't do that. So it could be a private kink of hers, I'm not sure. Y'all would actually have to fill me in on more information on what happened here. But yeah, that's kind of what we have. I'm gonna leave it alone because it's getting a little bit confusing for me. So that's what we have for a Doja Cat for her oracle reading. I'm gonna go ahead and put these cards up. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave these cards here. And also try not to make a mess with everything else. I'm sorry if you hear any screaming. My sister is upstairs gaming very hard. Okay. Lastly, I want to see what's next for Miss Doja. I keep looking at this other deck that I used to do a reading on Doja, so I may pull that out. But I'm going to pull some of these cards first. I'm going to do 2 tarot readings, okay? What? One more card. That don't make no sense. Doja may find like a man. I don't know. She may find a man and stop working for a little bit. That's like the next biggest thing to happen for her. I'm kind of, somehow I'm like, I'm weirded out. I'm like, Doja, for whatever reason, I'm like, Doja can't stop working. Doja's not going to stop working. Why would she stop working? Why would she stop dropping music? But, she may find a man with money. She may find her a rich man, a man with money who's like, she don't have to work when she bags him. A lot of other opportunities are going to open doors for her, though. Like, a lot. Like, maybe movies, shows. Like, if she gets with or starts hooking up with, and I don't know if this will be publicly or not publicly, with this person, you're going to see Doja get a whole lot of random deals that is just like, girl, why are you in this commercial? Why are you in this movie? Why are you featuring on this TV show? Like, this came out of nowhere. Like, we know, like, Doja's music is popping, but just wasn't expecting all of this. Like, and you may have something like that. What did I just run over with my chair? But, yeah. I had to get this other deck. Yeah, so you may have something like that happen. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle these. Pull more cards out of this deck. This deck that I'm about to start pulling from is my Allison Tarot deck. Sorry. This is my, I think this is like Mystic Manga or like anime. Just type in anime tarot, you'll find that one. And this is Allison Tarot deck. This looks like this. And you can find this on, I think it's Baba Studios. Maybe, I think it's Baba Studios. Okay. So let's pull some more cards for Doja. And next biggest thing to happen. So there is this king that's coming. And the Queen of Cups. Yeah, they're going to be a couple. They're going to be a couple. She's not as, she won't be as interested in him as he is in her. There may be some fetishization going on in this dynamic as well. I do see the Three of Cups come up in this one. I just want to see the tarot again that I just pulled because I think the Three of Cups was in here. I'm not sure. I've done another, the last reading had Three of Cups. No, this is Seven of Cups. So yeah. Ten of Wands. Yeah, so it's like almost like a release of burden. She's not going to have to work that hard after this man comes into her life. This is definitely something that's going to be on social media. Yeah, and we have the Eight of Coins in reverse again. Like, she's not going to have to work. She's not going to have to work. Last card. Page of Cups. Yeah, she's going to get an offer of love. She's going to get some sort of love offering from somebody who likes her. Someone probably in high power. Maybe shorter than her. Maybe shorter than her. I don't know how short Doja is, though. But potentially, they're either shorter than her, have some sort of fetishization, maybe just genuinely a pervert, but yeah, it's like almost like Doja may not be that into him, but because I'm of money, okay, she may be like, all right, let's do this. But that's what I see coming up for Doja. And I'm going to leave that at that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you had a good time. This is a tarot reading. You can find these over on my channel in the community section. Yeah, you can find these over on my channel in the community section. And just email me at thelinesandtarot@yahoo.com if you would like to purchase your own personal reading. Yeah, and make sure you follow me on Patreon or check out my Patreon. I have very exclusive readings only for Patreon, including ship readings, scandal readings, or taboo topics. I also have a tier for people who just want me to ship out a personalized reading to them every month. So feel free to check that out. See if that's anything you're interested in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.